Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province, and I just finished up the league with Dreadmaw Stompy. It's amazing to have 4 mana on turn 2 to cast your Blastoderms. You can kill your opponent with Colossal Dreadmaws in whatever matches you want by clicking on the timestamps in the description down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video or subscribing to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything, and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy the league. Alright, let's do this. On the play with the big boys. Well, we have a turn 2 Phantom Tiger, so that's gonna have to be worth it. It's a 2/3, it's pretty resilient, and then on turn 3 we'll slam a 5/4 with Trample, and we should be able to power out a Tangle Golem. I think this is good enough to keep. It's not super explosive. Stop at Christmas. What's up, Nirak? How you doing? So we will Utopia Sprawl on green and pass the turn. Opponent, Island, Delver, likely Story. We draw another forest, but that's all right. So we're going to tap, and we're going to run out Phantom Tiger, see if they can daze it. I feel like Thundering Pteranodon getting dazed is just such a bad, such a bad time. So I'm okay with them dazing that. We'll see if they've got the answer for our Pteranodon. And if they flip this Delver. I feel like the pressure of a flip Delver is almost even worse. Maybe we run out Tangle Golem, because Tangle Golem, the only thing is that it doesn't have Trample, and they don't have an Augur of Bolas on board or anything. I guess they will soon start running out. Ooh, Arbor Elf. I guess they will soon start running out Chump Blockers, so Trample might be relevant, but probably not next turn, especially if they try to daze this. And honestly, I'd rather this get dazed than anything. And more people have them now. Yeah. All right, run out Tangle Golem and pass the turn. So opponent at F6 there. So we should get the read. Opponent does not have the daze. Spellstutter Sprite is going to be very dead. Opponent flips a Gush and Brainstorms. So are we going to see another Delver, or maybe we're going to see a Shuffle effect or something here. Foil has been around. Yep, foil has popped up for sure. Ooh, I think our opponent is on blue-black Delver. So we should probably expect some pretty quick removal spells on our Tangle Golem. Man, okay. Well, Thundering Pteranodon is very expensive here. I guess we could pay 5 and 2 life for it, which I'm okay with. So we'll play a forest, attack with Tangle Golem, and then we'll pay our 2 life. Very painful paying for Pteranodon here, especially when our opponent might have another daze, but we're going to try it. See if our opponent has more dazes. Yeah, blue-black Delver has... Thanks, Meatballs. Meatballs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It definitely made blue-black Delver better. They have an answer for effectively everything now. And we're definitely a more effective beatdown deck than they are, but even if they just run out Gurmag Angler to trade with one of our creatures here, they're pretty far ahead. We'll see how they preordain. It's kind of nice that neither of these can block Insect Elaboration. And Nasty is even kind of like, I think they could take or leave its effect. Okay, so our opponent's going to hit us. So if we attack next turn and our opponent doesn't block, they can put us down to lethal against... Oh, we drew Tangle Golem. So I think we are going to attack. We'll go ahead and play our forest, go to combat, swing. They're going to trade. Okay, so we'll take 5. And we'll run out Tangle Golem. Run out Arbor Elf. And pass the turn. We are representing lethal again next turn if they attack with this Delver and don't have any answers for these Tangle Golems. But snuffing these out is almost okay. Yeah, Gush is what really breaks foil, right? It's what makes foil as good as it can be. Our opponent dazes, so they're kind of desperation digging right now, which I can get behind. They find a land drop. I wonder what that means. We have protection against an edict here, but we could just have them. We swing with everything. They're gonna augur. Okay, that doesn't get them out of it. I kind of wish we had a trampler, of course, but that doesn't get them out of it. They can double block one of these, lose both of their creatures, and take 6 and lose. Yeah. Got him. Okay. So, we are in blue-black land. I think we're good. Nylea's Disciple might be okay. I don't really know what I'd like to take out for it. Maybe even Phantom Tiger. Phantom Tiger doesn't seem super good here. It can't attack through Augur. It doesn't do anything to a Gurmag Angler. Like, our 5/5s and our 6/6s are what we're trying to do here. This is what matters. So if we're going to take anything out for Nylea's Disciple, it'll be Phantom Tigers. I think. Rancor is going to be important. Vines is probably okay. And I think the only reason I bring in Disciple is because we're on the draw. They don't have damage-based removal, so... And this isn't going to get in combat with Delvers, so I'm going to take out the Phantom Tigers and bring in Nylea's Disciples. And we'll see if that works. We can't untap Scattershot Archer, so we need multiples of them for them to matter. So I'll bring in one, keep one Phantom Tiger around, and we'll run it like that. I don't think Phantom Tiger is very good, especially not against this deck. It's not blocking anything. Ooh, oh baby. Well, we got the Nut Blastoderm draw. We'll see if our opponent can disrupt it. What's up, Mikiko? How you doing? Well, what? Really interesting. That does not seem like the name of a YouTuber I'd does not seem like the name of a YouTuber I would give any credit for contemporary philosophy, but hey man, I haven't seen any of their stuff, so who knows? Yeah, I'm not... I gotta know what Phantom Tiger is kind of all about. Part of me understands what it's doing. Our opponent doesn't attack with Delver and offer the trade. Okay. So we'll play land to play around Daze. And attempt to Utopia Sprawl this forest. Kind of nice that we can play around Spell Pierce here, too. If this Blastoderm gets countered, we're in kind of rough shape. Opponent's gonna annul. Okay. So we will attempt to Wild Growth the forest. Can't play around Spell Pierce now. Wild Growth resolves, so we'll untap the forest and play out Arbor Elf. Pass the turn. Defend it against Daze for Ad Nauseam. Yeah, like I'm not gonna pass judgment. I don't really like the word cuck. It's just one of those words. It's like really strong. And like I don't necessarily know if it's like supposed to be offensive or anything like that, but it's just, I don't know, man. It's a weird word. It's harsh, you know? It's a harsh word. I don't know how I feel about it. So opponent, are they going to trade their Delver? They're not. All right, well, it is Blastoderm time if I ever had Blastoderm time. And no, I know what it means. And so we're not going to use any of our Arbor Elves here if we don't have to. So we'll go ahead and Blastoderm. I will commit another Arbor Elf eventually because we have Vines and we could draw a Rancor. So let Blastoderm go. So we'll go ahead and untap this forest and play out an Arbor Elf. Too bad we didn't have a few more big beaters to kind of commit to the board here, but you can't really complain. We're going to draw about as well as we can. No, like I know what it is. Like I don't usually talk about anything. Even this is kind of controversial for my stream, but like anyway. it's just a strong word. So I tend to shy away from it. I tend to shy away from anything with that connotation. So our opponent has the Snuff Out. That's interesting. Not necessarily good against us here. 4 cards in hand. I know, but he has said... Okay, well, it's kind of like a story type thing. Okay. I can see that. Man, we have really done nothing to commit to the board with all the resources we've used. This is a little sad. There's Gurmfather, yep. What's kind of cool is that we can block and then kick a Vines to kill a Gurmag Angler if they just take the Blastoderm damage here, which I'm kind of behind. So Blastoderm is going to start fading away as opposed to burning out, which could also happen. And so we have a jillion mana here. I think we're going to... I wonder if we even want to Vines here. They have Snuff Out. It might be relevant later. I think we need our beater. So we'll go ahead and kick a Vines. Oh, it has Shroud. We can't. That's funny. Okay, sure. Trades with Garmangler. And I don't even know if we want to play out the land. They might Gataxian Probe to get some more information and deal damage to themselves. We don't, well, yeah, we have huge creatures in our deck. They could just kill our Arbor Elves. All right, Mangler down. Snuff Out, 3 unknowns in our opponent's hand. Active Delver, which is really going to be the big issue here. What's this now? 2 mana. Gush. What a terrible card. Who would ever play this card? It is kind of a non-bow because we have Rankers and Vines of the Vastwood, and I forget that it's not hexproof. Like, you can't target your own stuff with it. So opponent preordains. Let's see how they preordained. It's a little bizarre that they would preordain and then brainstorm. They might have another fetch in hand. But the texture of their hand is pretty unknown to us. They have 1 land, maybe not even, and a bunch of random stuff. Another Germfather. Okay. Well, gang, we're gonna have to resolve this Vines of Vastwood, and it's probably gonna have to trade with a Gurmag Angler before this Delver kills us. So we have no instant speed interaction against Delver, and we draw another Arbor Elf. Oh my god. All right, let's go to combat and attack. It's going to seem like a weird attack. But, so our opponent might sense danger. They don't sense danger. Oh, they can just Snuff Out in response to this? We do have a ton of mana. Now I don't know if I want to Vines here. I guess I kind of can't. So when they Snuff Out, they do deal damage to themselves. Yeah. Oh, they let it go. Okay. They can still Snuff it out. Maybe they'll choose not to. They don't choose to Snuff it out. Okay. Cool. So we got an Angler off the table in a position where we probably shouldn't have. Opponent brainstorms. The problem is, like, even though we've gotten rid of 2 Anglers now, they're just going to kill us with this Delver. Like, that's just the nature of it. Like, we don't have enough pressure on them to fight a 3-2 in the air. Oh, true, though. True, though. I think they might have been worried we had a Fatty in our hand or something. But now, we're pretty much dead on board. So opponent's going to hard cast Gataxian Probe, see our empty grip. And I think they're probably just going to kill us with this Delver. They really don't have to do anything else. They can leave up Counter Magic and Removal for the first big thing we stick. We find a Tangle Golem, but it doesn't really matter. We'll cast it. This will lead to Snuff Out. We'll go to, or they'll just hard counter maybe. We can pay for any of the weird conditional counters. They can hard cast Snuff Out too. They might not even have to pay for it. Well, they pay the life anyway. Yep, it does. They go to 15. We pass. Brainstorms. But yeah, I don't know how we could come back here. We'd have to rip another, like, no, we just can't. Even if we rip another huge threat. There's that boy. Dreadmaw. Our opponent's gonna hard counter, and we're more or less dead now. True though. Oh man, Canadian politics. The thing that I would need to do, yeah, this deck does need a little pinch of reach. The thing that I'll never have done enough homework on to talk about. Echoing Decay, that's a beating. All right, we'll have a look at the top of our deck. Yeah, sure. Put us to 1. Thundering Pteranodon. All right. Yeah, there's no way we could answer that. Maybe Naylia's Disciple isn't that great. Maybe we do just want to start a clock, but Phantom Tiger can't attack through, it just can't. So I think Naylia's Disciple actually is fine, because this can't attack through Augur or Bolas on a good day. You should have all these 2/3s that don't do anything. So I think we're gonna run it like this. Could have gone out on our own turn. Can you pay for Phyrexian? Isn't that one of the things about using alternate costs, is that you can't, if you can't pay for it, like you literally can't pay for it? No, you have to have exactly the right amount, right? Because something about how you can't, like, you can't crack fetch lands when you have like Phyrexian Unlife on the battlefield and you have 0 life. I think that's part of it. And you have to pay the whole cost as resolving a spell, or you can't resolve it. Anyway, we're gonna play first. My God, this is slow, but we got 2 big beaters. We got our boy. We got a Vines. Got a little bit of life gain. Could be worse. I'm going to keep it. It seems silly. The board is not updated. What do you mean? I just updated it. Got there. So yeah, so we're in business of... We're in the business of not casting anything for the next, like, 300 years, but we could draw Utopia Sprawl. That would help. That momentary lag. I'm really regretting not having low latency streaming. I feel like that was a pretty big game for me, and I really wish I could still have it. Man, I burned my hand super bad cooking the other night. It's killing me. The disadvantage of being over a stove for a long period of time. What's up, Waltzmark? How you doing tonight? Has your rekindled love of the jank gotten you into the brew tank? Making any cool changes to some old decks? Opponent, I'm gonna leave up the island. Okay, so they might have an annul here, which would really suck, but we have to allow them to have it. So we'll try to Wild Growth a land. See if they've got the annul. Hardcore MTG, how you doing? Can you counter Wall of Roots? They don't. Okay. So we'll pass. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana next turn. This costs 5. So we have to hit a land to cast Tangle Golem. There is Scattershot Archer in the sideboard, but it doesn't do anything against Delver unless you have multiples. And I think if we give this, if we're waiting so long that we have 2 copies of Scattershot Archer in our hand to fight against this deck, we're in really bad shape. Oh, nice. Man, Green-Black Pestilence. That is cool. That is very cool. We find Blastoderm. Well, it's not nothing, but they can daze it. Let's try to Blastoderm. No daze. All right, I can get behind that. So now we have a 5/5 on board with Vines backup for whatever that's worth later. Bitterbow Sharpshooters. What are those? Oh, got me. You got my back. Oh, 4G. That's actually pretty sweet. I think that could go in this deck, honestly. Our opponent goes up to double blue. I feel like maybe they're getting ready to hard counter something. I mean, that should be abundantly obvious considering. But so now we just want to hit a land, try to slam this Tangle Golem. I feel like they don't have a daze, so I'm not as afraid to cast it. Part of me also just wants to run out Naylia's Disciple. Get moving on that. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll have 5 mana. This only costs 4. Good old Plummet. I wouldn't mind Plummet, actually. Is there a Plummet that has, hey, what's up, Hughesman in the water? How you been? We got 1 game off blue-black 1-drops. The very scary blue-black 1-drops. So I gotta give it credit for that, at least. There's like, what is it? It's like something Sting. You know what I'm talking about? It's like 1 green, cycling, put 3 -1/-1 counters on target flyer. I do believe it's sorcery speed, but I don't know if this deck cares very much about doing stuff at instant speed. If you're like only doing the one thing at instant speed, it's usually kind of obvious. Arbor Elf. All right, we'll go to combat, attack with Blastoderm. I wonder if we just like run out Arbor Elf here around all of their kind of weird taxing effects and kind of ensure that we hit a Dreadmaw next turn. I think they have to try to commit to the board here. Do we have anything else to do? I guess 3, 8. Put them down to 5 so that either of these creatures is lethal. And having another creature that we can vines onto next turn would be pretty sweet. Yeah. I think I'm going to go for the high upside play. I might get punished for this, but we'll have to see. Because if I can resolve a vines on this next turn, then we just win. And we're at 26 now. Oh, I guess I can snuff it out. But if they pass, we can vines with Wall of Roots mana. Which, I mean, does make them less dead on board. Opponent, probably gushing. Yep. Cool. Replays a blue source. See what's going on here. There's Augur. Pretty good thing to do after you gush. See what they find on top. A null, okay. Doesn't matter now. What do you have, opponent? 1 black mana, so they're going to cast their Gurmfather. Yup. Nothing we can do about that. Except trade with it and keep making big boys. Turn comes back to us. They pitch a swamp. So Blastoderm ticks down. We find Phantom Tiger. I do not like Phantom Tiger here, even a little bit. We're going to play Arbor Elf this turn, so I think I am going to attack with both of these and see if our opponent blocks with Gurmag Angler, because them dealing a bunch of damage to themselves with Snuff Out in order to make this trade differently here is still beneficial to us. They're still going to take 5. Man, I wish I could Vines a different creature. So we'll try to Vines Nylea's Disciple. They Snuff Out, go to 9. Okay, sure. Go to our second main phase, and Arbor Elf, hopefully through any kind of interaction. Our opponent's at 4. Pass the turn. Yeah, Phantom Tiger, like, I guess it does come down and, like, present some kind of threat eventually, someday. But right now, that just certainly isn't the case. Plays an island, and we'll see what this is. Things are getting real tenuous now. Oh, they're going to Echoing Decay. All right. Our mana is stifled somewhat. Oh, man. If our opponent trades their Gurmag Angler with this Blastoderm, that's pretty sweet. So we'll go to combat and swing. They have to, I guess. Well, they can just jump here. Then they get to keep their Gurmag Angler. Yep. So let's play a Phantom Tiger. And pass the turn. Yeah, I really don't like that. Like, they block it with their Augur of Bolas, and then it just dies. And Blastoboy is gonna go away. Oh, this is like the sketchiest Vines in the universe, but we're going to try it. Go to combat. Swing. They're going to block, so we'll try to Vines. See if they have the counter magic. They do. Echoing Decay. Okay. Yup. So we lose another Vines. We're really, really getting mana screwed here. What's this? Augur? I don't know. Yeah, does it work there? Opponent finds a Daze, which is pretty damning considering our board position. They attack for 5. We go to 21. We do have a lot of life, but... Okay. So we try to cast Tangle Golem. We can play around Daze, but they might have just counter magic here. They annul. Oh, right. Yeah, artifact. You got it. Okay. Pass the turn. Probably take a bunch of damage. Really got to be wary of this daze in our opponent's hand while we have 2 Colossal Dreadmaws hanging out here. Oh, they talk specifically about Utopia Sprawl. Yeah. So that's unfortunate. Oh, God. All right. Pay 4 life for Thundering Tanadon. If they have counter magic, we are just in so much trouble. So we're playing around days here. But it's like I can't see this as like a good thing for us because we're at 12. And we can't trade it with Gurmag Angler, so we might go down to 4 here. And then we have to find like Rancor to win. They play Augur. Pretty good against our Trampley boy. But it does pose a pretty significant threat, especially where we're a Vines deck. Thunder. The Thundering Tanadon. That's what he's doing. Thunder. Our opponent hard casts the Snuff Out. Brutal. 1 card in hand, and it's days. We're going to take about a jillion here. Wild Growth. Are we actually dead? We're not actually dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we have to chump block with Wall of Roots to stay alive next turn? Yikes. Okay. Man, these Colossal Dreadmaws have done actual nothing all game. Our opponent draws a land. Okay. Swings, 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 swings. Go to blocks. Block like this. Yep. But we can't. We're just dead. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. This is a fitting end, though, right, guys? Is this a fitting end? So we'll run out Dreadmaw. Our opponent will hard cast Daze. They return the island anyway. All right, we're dead. Match 2. Turn 1 Arbor Elf. If our opponent kills it, that's game. Oh. Okay. So yeah, this is tenuous. Tenuousness intensifies, but I would love to put a Rancor on a Thundering Tanadon. Real early like. And if we draw Forest, Utopia Sprawl, we're in pretty good shape. Oh, we're playing against He Who Is in the Water. Oh dear. Oh, black mana. Oh, double deer. All right, well, we found a land. That's good. Wall of Roots. We'll see if they have an Edict effect. Nope, it's a tap land. Okay. Oh, this is funny. Okay, so Wild Growth up a Forest. They're on zombies. This is 100% not Pestilence. Pass the turn. Tragic Slip's cool. I'm pretty sure Pestilence plays a non-zero number of Tragic Slips. This now costs 5. We can generate enough mana to cast Thundering Tanadon, or we can Rancor up our Tiger. We draw Blastoderm, so I think that's what we'll end up running out, instead of paying a bunch of life for Tanadon. So we go to combat, swing with the Tiger. It's the Phantom, the Tiger. That's the... Play Blastoderm. Pastoderm, the Turn-to-Derm. You always have to. No, they would never. They would never. And they could. I wouldn't even be mad the first time. Thank you, Linkensi. Creature version of Black White Pest. There might be something interesting going on here. They could be on like Grim Harvest or something. There's a lot of interesting angles and layers and strangeness that could be happening before our eyes here. But we are going to be attacking with some beaters here. So, I have... They snuff out Phantom Tiger. You got it. And Tragic Slip Wall Del Roots. Okay. Sure. That does... Oh my god, is this a Chainer's Edict? Oh no, killing it like Jason Voorhees. Guys, that turn was nuts. Okay, run out Phantom Tiger. Pass the turn. Am I gonna put out a Christmas album? I don't think so. I think I'll just continue to make punk rock music. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that's awesome. Ooh, okay. So this turn might be all right. So we're going to ranker up our Phantom Tiger. I am definitely in some pretty friggin' deep water right now. Oh! Well. Let's hope this works out. Oh, come on. That's a pretty big boy. So we're swinging for lethal here. That wasn't a bad turn. No! Okay, they're just gonna crack the clue. I was like, did they find a way out? Everything else in our hand is literally uncastable right now. And go full Shatner. It's been pretty cool to see those to see the different Pestilence builds out there. And it's almost like a little discouraging because I always like to play something new for the Net Benefits series and everything like that. So I'm always looking for like an original deck to play. And then like I'll be like, oh man, look at all these really cool white like creatures that are doing awesome things. And then there'll be a Pestilence and I'm like, dang it. They're at 2. This only has 1... Well, they're at 3 now. Okay. This only has 1 toughness, so it dies next time it hits something. And we can't cast literally anything in our hand. So I don't know if I even want to attack with it. Well, I'm going to attack with it. I can't not attack with it. Right. No. Definitely not Haggadaya. So they're going to double block. Okay, they don't want to take any damage here. So we'll take out Skyfisher. Actually, maybe I'll take out Thraben Inspector because it gets them more card draw. This is a faster clock, though, and we're only at 19. Maybe we do take Skyfisher out here. But I'm thinking about it. Only 3 mana available for casting. All right, so we get Ranker back. Oh, they might be. Yeah. And we can't cast anything. Pass the turn. Oh, that would be really cool. Oh my goodness. Pestilence and him. That sounds like a beating. It's just like they make you discard your 2 lands and then you start playing your 1/1s and then you start wrathing them off the board. Well, Utopia Sprawl, it helps a little bit. Not a lot, but it helps a little bit. All right, pass the turn. I would have rather this was a forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they can flashback Edict no problem now. So paying a bunch of life for Tanadon doesn't seem too great. So we're actually going to have to run out Blastoderm here. 4 mana, Pestilence. But they're at 3, so that's not like ultra relevant. 1, 2, 3. So we only have 4 mana. So we can't protect anything at all, even with vines. So I think we do... If they Pest X4, they die, but they're probably... Yeah, that does seem to be quite the beating. I don't think I win by not running a creature out here. They're going to have that Chainer's Edict in the bin for the rest of the game. No, I can't cast Golem, unfortunately. I wish I could. So anyway, so they're probably going to spend next turn flashing back Edict, which might give them less time. Oh, they disconnected. No! No! Oh yeah, Propaganda, you're friggin' right. Dreadmaw Stompy. We lost last game. So if time, I don't think time will become a concern, but man, thank you very much for the host, Propaganda. I appreciate that. Ranker on his creature, that's the play. Indeed. That's deluxe. That's deluxe in the flesh. Well, I think it's deluxe. There are many members of Propaganda, all of which are pretty stand-up individuals. Like Shades of Hades, I think. Either they're a regular in your chat or they're a member of Propaganda in proper, and they're the ones that set up the my whole MTG bot, which is awesome. A Funaki? Oh man, do I have to Google that? What is that? What's a Funaki? Are they a rapper? Professional wrestler and commentator? Do they have like a catchphrase named after him? They did unfortunately disconnect, so we're gonna wait for them to come back. And like I said, I've stolen a game from them given that time was a concern, but I highly doubt it time will be that much of an issue. Let's have a look and see how many lands we do run. 18 lands plus just like a jillion mana. So we have outs. We definitely have outs here. But what I think is going to happen, I think next turn they're going to tap down to 1 to Edict away Blastoderm because we can resolve Rancor on it next turn. So if they don't kill it somehow, we just win. So they kind of have to do that. And then hopefully we'll draw a land and we'll be able to run out Tangle Golem and leave up Vines of the Basswood to protect it. It's pretty much our only way to win here, but we have to draw land next turn. The Propaganda. 18 lands. 18 lands, my guy. So we've got 16 outs left in the deck. It is, though. 16 outs left in the deck. Hopefully we can find one of them. And we'll see. I think this is going to be Edict. Almost definitely. Oh, we can't Vines this anyway. But we could Vines this, I guess. There's old Stinky Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're at 3. Okay. So we're going to trample over for 3 here. Oh, we can't put Rancor on this. Ugh. The Forgetfulness. Okay, there's another Rancor that we can't use usefully. Okay. So I think we actually run out Thanodon here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hope they don't have spot removal for it. And just pass the turn. Because this way we can double Rancor this and try to win the game with it. It has Shroud. So a little bit of a non-bow. But a non-bow nonetheless. Yeah. What's this now? 7 mana. They're going to flashback Edict. Yep. Oh, do they have another Edict? Frig. No! Okay. All right. Harbor Elf. Okay. They're just going to kill it, but we got to take our chances. Save an Arbor Elf with a kicked Vines. Potentially. So they pest X1. So now they have to pest again, which puts them down to 1 and kills both of their creatures. But we don't have any haste in our deck. Unless they just let this go, which is possible. They might just wait and then pass over to our turn and pest X1. No, they're going to go for it. All right. Away goes our boy. Gut shot 1 time. Come on, deck. 1 card in He Who Is in the Water's hand. Yes. We drew a land. Pestilence goes away. So we only have to tap 4 here. Hopefully they don't have an answer for Tangle Golem. Rank her up, Tangle Golem. And pray. Big draw. They have so much removal in their deck. They could have dredged back Stinky, but I guess this has trample, so it doesn't really matter. Big draw. Oh god, Edict. Why? Why? Now they have an answer for our next creature too. Yep. And a Grim Harvest. Oh, brutal. Okay, so we're probably dead here. We're at 9. They have Edict in the bin. And Skyfisher. Yeah, we're probably dead. I'll play it out for like one more turn. Phantom Tiger's not too bad. I guess most of our creatures can become lethal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, they can flashback Edict here. So I guess it doesn't even really matter to run a Ranker. But we will. What's up, Pauper or Bust? Of course, Blue got the best. Got the best one. Of course. So I think they're going to flashback Edict here because they have to. Yep. We really got to string threats together real good here. Oh, cool. That's really neat. Blastoderm. Well, we can't give it trample, but we can sure attack with it. Oh god, why aren't you like any other 4-drop? Yeah, I think Dissenter's Deliverance is like an interesting choice. It would, but the deck is green and I am red, right? Right? Makes sense. All right, so they're gonna go up to 2. We don't have any removal for Thraben Inspector. We don't have any way to help Blastoderm go around. So they just chump here, and then I believe we lose. But we'll find out. I'm pretty sure that's it. Is this I lose one too? Oh yeah. No, we're just dead. Because they get back Stinkweed Imp, and we need more than a turn to beat them. So we'll go like that. All right, so how are we going to do this? Pestilence. Yeah, we don't really have any sideboard hate for them. I think Phantom Tiger's fine. Actually, no, Phantom Tiger's not very good. It's a 3-2. It does attack through Skyfisher. What's up, Thornside? How you doing? Come on through. Santa is all Boros, baby. Yeah, Santa is kind of Boros. It makes sense. Propaganda on the Boros support. No, tease away. Let's have it. Yeah, we are losing to Mr. He Who is in the water. Yeah, we're janking. We're janking this week. We're janking about as hard as we can. For this match, there isn't one. This is also not a hand. So we'll mulligan. This is also not a hand. Thank you, Vepridnir. Thank you very much. Enjoy. Thanks for dropping by. Looks like we're continuing to go down. Oh, God. That was fun. The chances of us top decking a land are just so bad that I didn't want to risk it and keep the... Any new... So if we top deck another forest, we can Tangle Golem. But He Who is in the water has the Edict effects. When mana sources are not equal to the lands, you are correct. Oof. Big oof. Big oof, team. Big oof. We're gonna play it out just a little bit. We'll see how this proceeds. But the 3-2 dream is alive. Lucky green deck mull good. Yeah. This sometimes happens where I'll play like inconsistent decks for a couple of weeks, and then I'll be like, man, I should really be playing Preordain. So still can't cast anything. We're by the way, we're very dead. Very dead. Oh god. What this deck needs is some islands. What do you guys think about like the blue-green, like weird, like land ramp tempo shell? How many turns does it take to come down? Maybe like lead the Stampede or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's it. Woof. All right. Well, gang, this is what we've been waiting for. Spells that we can cast. Snapkeep. We're on the play, so we get our Arbor Elf down early. And hopefully eventually run into 6 mana to cast a couple of... Oh, God. It hurts so bad. What's up, Jarhead? How you doing? I kind of like that Arbor Elf plus Rancor in some universe. Why do we keep playing black-white decks? In some universe, Arbor Elf plus Rancor occasionally does beat Tron, which is actually kind of sweet. So Rancor up Arbor Elf for now, attack for 3, and hope it survives. So that next turn we can pay an unreasonable amount of life for a Thundering Tanadon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here comes the black-whites. We're about to get mana-tithed, gang. Part of me kind of just wants to attack for 3 here, but another part of me wants to deal more damage to me than my opponent can deal to me this turn. Your drawing game one was pretty sweet. The removal, there was one turn where you just completely like decimated our board. But we're attacking for 8 next turn. We're gonna get mana tithed. Oh my god, mana tithe me, daddy. Like, please. It is Grim Harvest, so you could expect that. Are we gonna see Doomblade? We paid 4 life to get Doombladed. Boom. Should have been attacking for 3. 3 mana for our opponent. Let's see what they've got. Ugh. This is hilarious. Okay. We draw Wall of Roots. Play Wall of Roots. Pass the turn. Kami is pretty crazy. Kami is like... I had a lot of fun. One of the early leagues, we played Kami. Wow, opponents just got like infina removal over there. We're not doing anything though. Man, if you're watching this, like, you can probably tell that we pretty much have to run into a wet blanket. Get altogether demolished. Let's see what our opponent's on. Oh yeah, opponent is with the good Doomblades. Everyone stay calm. Everyone stay calm, okay? Opponent cycles Secluded Step. So I wonder what they're probably going to Gurmag Angler here soon. And you really, that's all you need. Colossal Dreadmaws. We've had 2 Colossal Dreadmaws in our hand a few times. Opponent's on the black-white value tonight. And we are definitely not a value-based deck. So we'll go ahead and run an Arbor Elf. We have Vines backup. Vines does not save you against Chainer's Edict, unfortunately, but we do have Vines. And we have to Vines so that we can get Tangle Golem out, which is unfortunate, but something we may have to do in this universe. So opponent, we're not going to trade off. We'll take 2. I like Monogreen Podza. I'll always have to do this. Oh my goodness, Okiba Gang Shinobi? Yeah, you got it. Sometimes your opponent wins. In the oh yeah, we found the use for them. Gucci Gang Shinobi. Gucci. Did any of you guys see 8th Grade, the movie? It's insane. We got uncastables for days. We got this whole deck that we can't do anything about. Tangle Golem. Go. Okay. Man, pitching 2 Colossal Dreadmaws to the Okiba Gang Shinobi trigger. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. You mean the whole cast of 8th grade? Man, 8th grade was a great movie. Eat me. I liked that movie. I don't really actually know what I discard here. I think I need Vines of the Basswood to do anything against them, but I also think I have to resolve the Tanadon and have them have nothing. So proceed to the asking our opponent to have exactly nothing. But, I mean, like, they're probably going to have something. Well, we're going to go with a real if you're not first, you're last strategy here. Go down to a precariously low life total to play another Thundering Tanacon. And continue. It's practically a free Faithless Looting. Reveal your hand if you can't cast anything. Oh, they're going to kill it. Third Doomblade, though. Third mismatched Doomblade. Gotta have them. We take 4 and discard our Phantom Tiger. We also have absolutely no sideboard against this deck. It's a sweet deck. It's cool. I haven't seen this bad boy around. Black-white deck kills creatures. More news at 11. Somebody saw me coming with all my dirtles. Thank you very much for the follow, Tokyo Dirtle 22. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Now our opponent has 7 mana to kill any of our blockers. We find our 4th forest and scoop it up. What do we like brown scale here? We can just keep dredging back brown scale and gaining life. I can see that just being like at least frustrating. I think brown scale is at least better than Phantom Tiger, so I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Okiba Gang Shinobi sounds like the name of a rap crew an edgy teenager would have. The Okiba Gang? I don't know, man. That's a pretty sweet name. You do know, like, Wu-Tang Clan was like an incredibly popular band. All right, guys, we got the nuts. We got the nuts. We got the turn 2 Thanadon. Snapkeep. DJ Goombaj. Arbor Elf. No disfigure 1 time. No disfigure 1 time. Land. Target our untapped land with Utopia Sprawl on green. Tap for green. Untap. Tap for green. Standing on time. And I'm blasting Wu-Tang at full volume. We got Edict Protection and everything. This is pretty much unstoppable draw. If our opponent Doomblades, I'm going full tilt. I'm going full tilt into the sea. My neck. When the nut draw nuts you back. Oh god. I don't know. Tron, probably. All right, go to combat. Swing with Tangle Golem. Other bad green decks. So we have 8 mana here, and this costs 4. We have 6 mana, and this costs 4. All right, well, I should have attacked with Arbor Elf, but whatever. Fear the standard bearer beats, I guess. So we'll play a Tangle Golem, pass the turn. Datuno on the Soul Read. Scour Barons. Yup. Disfigures. Untap a forest in response to assert dominance. And I think the edicts are coming. Yep. Yeah, double brown scale probably would have been right there. I agree. We draw Wild Growth. Okay. Wild Growth up. Go to combat. Tangle. And time for brown scale beats. Pass turn. Chainer is a really cool... Yeah. Do I just type 1 now? How does this work? There's a bunch of chainers. I think Dementia Master is the one it's based on. And I'm not like 100% on all the lore related to Chainer's Edict, but... Guardian del Gil Pacto. Well, you're not defended against Tangle Golem. So we got that going for us. It can defend against Golgari Brownscale. Go to combat. I'm going to swing with both. They might block wrong, knowing that they can prevent the Golgari Brownscale damage without losing Guardian. But I'd like to get in for 5 here, because we're going a little wide. Yeah. We have assembled Dreadmaw mana. Chainer is a pretty cool guy. So our opponent going to trade off Standard Bearer, which is kind of nice. A little consolation prize. And we will Brownscale. Pizzy the Tizzy. Chainer is a pretty cool guy and doesn't afraid of anything. Gosh darn it. The Doomblade Disfigure Chainer's Edict draws are really giving us a hard time tonight. And no attacks from our opponent. So they still don't have fantastic draws. We'll go to combat. They don't have fantastic blocks. We'll go to combat, we'll swing. We'll see if they kill a Brownscale. And they know we have vines. Blocks takes 2. You got it. Down to 10. And let's hold on to this forest. We have enough mana. Oh my god. The stone cold removal nuts. Alright. Yeah, Golem was a real issue. Palace Sentinels. Okay. Yeah. This is a cool deck. I like this deck. Come on, Trample Enabler or something to do anything here. Forest. We'll pass the turn. Yeah, we're probably way dead here. Especially because our opponent's going to start hitting their land drops. They'll get this Chainer's Edict back online, and then we're kind of in bad news. Or we're kind of in rough shape. We're not in bad news. I don't really know that you can do that. So this is a Pestilence deck. Okay. At least we're winning the life race. No good attacks for our opponent. They're going to draw a card. Oh, right. Standard Bearer. Sweet. Pass. No attacks. Oh, that's why it has Dredge. The mechanic makes perfect sense. What's it gonna be, opponent? Bunch of mana. Unmakes the Brownscale. Sure. I think the Shinobi is on its way. No Shinobi. All right, Wall of Roots. And pass turn. This is it. We could, if we draw Dreadmaw, we might be okay. But we would have to draw Dreadmaw real fast. Yeah, no Shinobi shenanigans. Not this turn. Neither of these cards really matter. But our opponent's just going to be able to kill us by... They're going to attack us for 2 with this until... Their life total is higher than ours, and then it'll be Pestilence time. And our Wall of Roots is going to do a great job keeping this around. So we'll see what happens. But I can't see this going particularly well for us. Wow, man, two black-white Pestilence decks, and I feel like they've got a real great matchup against us, like especially with all of the great targeted removal they have access to. Like, we're tech better against red removal easily with like Phantom Tiger and things like that. Yep. Opponent goes down to 11, although it's hardly relevant. We draw Thanadon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast Thanadon. It does have Trample, which is good. We can't, however, protect it from a Doomblade. Which they probably have by now. It's going to take a lot of Chainer's Edicts to eat through it, though. Are artifact creatures... No, they're not colorless. It would say it's colorless if it was colorless. Yep. Yep. Oh, this doesn't die because of Pestilence anyway. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's what he's saying. Yeah, I wonder too. I guess Thanadon could have eaten whatever we wanted it to. Stuff was going to die anyway. Not 100 myself. Not 100 on that. We're just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's dredge Brown Scale. Gain some life. Lose a Blastoderm in the process, which isn't a huge deal. So 1, 2, 3, play Brown Scale. Rank her up Brown Scale. And pass turn. I think... Oh, no, they still win. Yeah, they still win. What are they doing? Oh, cycling lands. I think they could have just pested twice and then killed us. But they did not. How relevant am I finding Wall of Roots? Incredibly relevant. We're dead in a bunch of ways here. I don't really know what's going on. But I might just scoop soon. They're going to attack with Guardian. You got it. We'll take 2. If we draw Vines of the Vastwood, we can win. And our opponent had us dead on board. Yeah. Yeah. I'm okay. Become the Monarch, but I don't think it's relevant. We'll have to... Oh, I guess we can dredge Brown Scale. From the Monarch trigger. Which will allow us to get up to the same life total as them. But they can still just kill us. They attack us with these 2 and then pest us to death. Maybe they just don't see it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's not going to die. So unfortunately... Yeah. We're dead. We're big time dead. I don't get it. Gonna make him see it, though. The 2/3 dream is still alive. Yep. We take 4. Yeah, we're dead. I'm good. I'm good. We're at 1. This isn't so bad. It's pretty bad against Denrova Horror, but it's going to take our opponent at least a couple seconds to Denrova Horror us. Ooh, is this like Weird Affinity? So dice removal is actually a thing, and probably the biggest issue with Colossal Dreadmaw, yes. All right, so Utopia Sprawl, our forest. Well, that's awesome. Hugh is in the water. Hopefully someday I feel like I'm ready to contribute enough to a Patreon. But that's the only thing holding me back from making one, is that I feel like I don't have either the time or the idea of what I can give people for giving me more. You know what I mean? I want it to be worth it for people. All right, opponent is affinitying Prophetic Prism. That's not that scary. I feel like 5/5s are pretty okay in this matchup. Find another land. All right, so we will Wild Growth up this guy. And Wall of Roots. More mana than we need. Pizzy the Tizzy. We can save our Wall of Roots with the Vines here if we have to. Which is kind of sweet. Vines of Vastwood is a crazy good card. Everybody's always talking about how crazy Utopia Sprawl is, but maybe we just haven't pushed Vines far enough. Has anybody ever thought of that? Turn 3 Dreadmaw. Here comes the big guy. I feel like our opponent might be ready to Galvanic Blast us. I will be snapping off the Vines if they try to Galvanic Blast this. Because we need it. Oh, baby. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. And it's really just like another like time commitment thing, right? Like I very much, I love to do this, but I put a lot of time into it. So to like take another day, it's really just, it's that commitment thing. It's to say, you know, like I'm going to take one more day and we're going to do this together. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, when I'm ready, it's with one blast in the bin. Oh yeah. Dreadmaw is going to clean up. Maybe this is the good matchup. But that's another thing he was in the water. That's something that I really want to do. Donation leagues and signed escape routes. Maybe that's enough. Maybe I should just do it. You guys think that's enough? And what's this going to be? Another 4/4. Well, that's daunting. I guess if we get one of them off the battlefield, we just play more of these. We might be okay. All right, so we'll attack with Dreadmaw. Maybe we don't attack with Dreadmaw. What do you guys think? Let's not be so hasty here for a second. So we attack with Dreadmaw. They trade with a 4/4, but then we only have creatures that trade down against 4/4s. Maybe we should wait this turn and start playing Blastoderms and Tangle Golems, seeing how the game plays out a little bit, and attack with those, leaving Dreadmaw back until it's time to really get frisky. How do you guys feel about that? Is that more appropriate, do you think? Like, we'll run out Blastoderm this turn, so we can attack with it next turn, and then Wall of Roots, and then next turn we'll attack with Tangle Golem. Or we'll cast a Tangle Golem. This seems sensible. So yeah, so you guys think we should hold back Colossal Dreadmaw here? We do. We have Rancor and we have more Vines. But that's it. So more Rancors, more Vines. What's up, Proteus? That's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Everybody got stuff to do. That's true. That's true. Whenever it does attack. So let's get in. They know now that they're safe double blocking. Ooh, Galvanic Blast. Okay. Sure. If it trades for Galvanic Blast in a 4/4, then awesome. I think at that point we've done it. Sweet. We just traded it for 2 cards. I like it. I like it a lot, gang. All right, so now I think maybe it's Tangle Golem. No, it's definitely Blastoderm. So we will, yeah, Blastoderm and then Wall of Roots. Dreadmaw, best 2-for-1 confirmed. You got it. Wall of Roots, and we'll pass. Got to draw more Dreadmaws, though. Affinity's top deck's pretty good. I changed my mind. Affinity's top deck's actually not that good. I'm going to suit this up and make it a 5/5. I don't know if I agree with that, but sure. Did you guys see that? Oh yeah, no, Springleaf Drum. Okay. Will you attack? All right, we'll trade. We got a creature coming. Opponent's Hellbent. So let's see how the top of our decks behave. 2 blasts in the bin. We're just going to have to wheel beaters, and they're going to have to do nothing. Chromatic Star isn't anything yet. Could coalesce into something. We're 1 Thoughtcast away from just getting fully annihilated, though. Yep. Atog Fling is just as bad. Opponent finds a land. There's Vines, which speeds us up by at least a turn. I love the Saturday stream. I really wish I was there more often for the Saturday one. I've been out being busy Saturday mornings a lot lately, so. But know that I will return. Opponent keeps playing the lands. Don't mind giving us a little bit of information. All right, Tangle Golem gets in, and I think we win here because we're gonna cast Thanadon. We have protection for it. Take the counter off the Wall of Roots. I tapped too much. Okay, fine. We can't take the counter off the Wall of Roots. It's an X1 now. But yeah, no, I'd like to get there myself. I really would. Opponent scoops it up. Sweet. All right, so this is the Dissenter's Deliverance matchup if I ever saw it. I don't know why. I don't know what comes out. Phantom Tiger doesn't seem like a good card. So I'm going to take out Phantom Tiger, and we're going to go like that. I think it's a good time. I think it's a great time to do it. No, I really do. It's ideal, honestly. It's like one of my favorite ways to wake up. It's just a busy time of year. And if you guys don't know, Proteus streams, and they're fantastic. You can click on their username in the chat. Go give them a follow. Hellutech too. Both of them. Go give them a follow, guys. They're excellent. Streamers. I don't know. Hellutech, it's unfortunate that I can never see it. There was one time when I was like being a responsible human being and getting up early in the morning and like I could watch you play for a little while. And that was really nice together, you know. Did I say no one is out? No. That was he who was in the water. We're all home. We can cast a Wall of Roots. We just have to hit a land and we start casting Blastoderms. I kind of like this. We'll keep. There's a seat. Opponent sits a Flare Husk down and gives us a stern talking to. Dreadmaw, everybody. We got there. All Dreadmaws. So we just got to draw mana like crazy. We should get there. Are you the Tron player or the Tribe player? I think Hellutech has played. I think they played Tribe most recently, but you played. You're playing Blue White Tron now. That's sweet. I don't get it. Rancor hate, maybe? Pretty explosive start. Oh man, do we blow up their blue source? I think we blow up their blue source, right? And just Wall of Roots later? Or should this blow up a creature? This should probably blow up a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Hellutech's a Tron player. Okay, yeah. Gosh, Tron 2019. So if we blow this up, it puts them off of creature and potentially... No, they can still Thoughtcast. I think we Wall of Roots so we can Blastoderm. We might see a reason to deliver in something next turn, but I think this hitting a 4/4 is fine. Else outplays Tribe. Here come the trolls. Trolls increasing. Well, Frogmite doesn't really do anything. They have 1 card left in their hand. It's a Mirror Enforcer. All right. Well, it's a pretty good target for Dissenter's Deliverance when it's time to do that. But we're hoping that we can just hit a 5/5 next turn. We just want lands, deck. Just be cool. Give me lands. We're going to cycle with red mana, trying to find Atog. Just a Frogmite. Okay. That's not that scary. How are the comp leagues going anyway, guys? You know what? I appreciate the added consistency, but at the same time, it just like doesn't really do anything. You know, or like we're a strange speed to be playing Dissenter's Deliverance. I guess if there was going to be like a mid-range artifact destruction spell, I think this should be Gleeful Sabotage. I think Gleeful Sabotage is more powerful enough, because when you're bringing this in, right? Like in matchups where you're going to bring in Dissenter's Deliverance, you know, like you probably want to blow up 2 artifacts. So blowing up 1 artifact with the possibility of drawing a random card off the top of your deck when you need it is probably just a lot worse than playing. It's probably just a lot worse than playing anything else, instant speed or not. So we have 3 mana. Can't do anything with it. We'll pass. Yeah, I think this deck wants Gleeful Sabotage. Pretty much full stop. Blowing up Springleaf Drum here is interesting, especially because we're going to cast a 5/5 next turn. But I think blowing up Mirror Enforcer is just as good. Opponent's going to get frisky. So I think we don't block the Frogmites, so they can't Galvanic Blast this, because I'm kind of getting a read on Galvanic Blast. You know what, though, guys? Like, what? Okay, all right. Everybody stop for a second. Should we blow up the Springleaf Drum instead of the 5/5 here? We're going to cast our own 5/5 next turn. That can trade with it, and then hopefully every other turn of the game cast 5/5s. We can put them off of every color of mana except for blue right now by taking 5 damage. We'll be taking 10 damage down to 10. You think we're going to blow up the 5/5? I think screwing their colors is really powerful against Affinity. But all right. I believe you guys. I believe you. So blow up the 5/5. Take 5. The easy decision is always stop thinking so hard. You're playing mono green. You're right though, but this is a mono green deck unlike any other, right? I wonder what they're going to do with their mana here. Probably like equip a Frogmite or something. Yeah. What are you holding mana for? 1 blue mana doesn't do anything. So, ooh, Dissenter's Deliverance. Why have 1 when you can have both? Okay. That puts us so far behind though. If we just blow this up now and don't commit to the board, I think it's correct though. But that just means we're taking 6 again next turn. All right, let's give them colored mana for 1 turn and pray they don't cast an ATOG. You guys okay with that? Good. And the reason I didn't block with Wall of Roots is because any way that they Galvanic Blast this is just too bad. Let's see what they found. Come on, no ATOG. Don't. Okay, Carapace Forger doesn't matter. That's pretty whatever. Yep. Type 2, standard. Heck yeah. Is it too esoteric to play Urza's Legacy Yavimaya Worm instead of Dreadmaw? Is it the same card? Alright, so opponent passes. I'd love to draw a land here so that we can Dissenter's Deliverance. Okay. So we drew a land, which means this now costs 4. Okay, never mind. I thought we could Deliverance plus... Alright, well, we are going to attack with Blastoderm and see how they block, if they block at all. I think Carapace Forger was stranded in their hand because they attacked with everything before they thought about whether or not they should cast it. You know what I mean? All right, let's cast another Blastoderm. I think it's getting a little risky here, though. Letting them have whatever color of mana they want for this long, but because that could be a way to get away with the game. Granted, casting a bunch of 5/5s that attack for a lot is also a way we can get away with the game, but I mean, Atog's not as good if we can blow up the drum before they find more red mana. Yeah, there's Atog. So we should have blown up the drum, guys. Long story short. All right, they're going to attack with their 6/6. No, they're not. Okay. All right. So we get to untap with our Blastoderms. We will attack with them. Draw land. All right, so go to combat. Attack with the Blasty Boys. They're going to eat one. But we can kill this at instant speed in combat if we want to. But I think, given that Atog is on the battlefield now, I think we really just have to kill their red mana or they just kill us. No. I think I'm with this. So we're going to Deliverance a Flare Husk. Get that thing off the board. Although this could be incorrect. Hit for 5. And Blastoderm. And pass. We're definitely drawing huge creatures. 4 GG is more like 2023. 2020 Gargantuan Dreadmaw. 8/8 for 4 GG. Still unplayable though. Where's the Brontodon, man? Can I just get me a Brontodon in here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 15. So Fling kills us. Oh my god, was the last card in their hand Fling? Why? Why? Oh my god, why? Oh my god. Yeah, it was. Yep. You can eat your whole board, opponent. That's fine with me. But you got to show me the Flinger. I'm not conceding. I should have blown up the Springleaf Drum. Nothing else mattered. Have a good one. Some old country. I appreciate it. They only had one card in hand. And they fling. Yep. It just happens. Last card was Flang. Okay. So, let's go back. I think I just gave them too long. If we blew up that drum, they did find red mana the next turn. So it would have bought us exactly one turn. For what it's worth. We did get a win off them, though, in game 1. So, I'll take that. 2 wins on the board. All right, let's do this. Come on. It's a weird hand, but it does stuff. It's an early Dreadmaw if we draw a couple lands, so I'll keep it. And a couple of Vines to protect it, or just sneak through lethal damage. Get the Dusty Springfield out here. Hope, Wish, Pray. Play a Forest and sprawl it up. We Dreadmawed so hard and got so far. Maybe that was a mistake early in the game. The Wall of Roots does seem kind of out of place. Oh, our opponent passes their first turn. That's good news for us. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be the one? More Utopia Sprawls. All right, so hold up. How do we do this? So we play Wall of Roots and just Utopia Sprawl again, right? Or do we just play 2 Sprawls? It's the same result, essentially. Yeah. I think we'll just play 2 Sprawls because Galvanic Blast is the thing. So Sprawl on green. Sprawl on green. The mistake was not enough Linkin Park lyrics. I agree. But in the air. Opponent had mana all along. Here comes Affinity. Maybe they're just going to give us a turn head start. Oh, God. This dies to Galvanic Blast, too. That's hilarious. All right, there's Thanodon. Pass turn. Good times, guys. Good times. Here comes the blast. They get to Galvanic Blast to remove one of our creatures and deal 4 to us. That just seems too good. That's so much value. Come on, Mike Shinoda. Show me the promised land. Shinoda me the promised land. Conversely, Shinoda me the way. Wall of Roots. So let's wall. I mean, this is a Dreadmaw next turn. And wall. And pass. The mightiest forest in all the land. Walla 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 walla. Opponent's colors thoroughly fixed. Enforcer, yep. Can't attack through our walls, though. Oh, Thoughtcast. They haven't resolved one Thoughtcast all match. So that's probably why we beat them in game 1. They have 6 artifacts. Okay, just a star. Now they have 7 artifacts. And they're going to pass. All right, sure. We draw Arbor Elf. That we have no time to cast Arbor Elves around here. So we'll play Dreadmaw. Pass the turn. It can deal 14 damage right now. Oh, imagine. Oh, look, Arbor Elf. Hey, buddy. Just a little too late, guy. I mean, we've got the liberty to cast it next turn pretty liberally. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. They're not really up to much. Yep. You could always Vines in response to a TBR. That's kind of cool. And Prophetic Prism, just going to cantrip through their deck. Do these guys even play TBR anymore? Probably should. And I hope they like Galvanic Blast this at the wrong time so that we can really burn them with Vines. That'd be sweet. Attack with Dreadmaw. No blocks. They take 6. So we will put a counter, Arbor Elf, and Arbor Elf. Let's see what this is. Are they going to counter an Arbor Elf with Improvise? Oh, I like it. Unless we pay 3, right? Is that the idea? Metallic Rebuke. So they can't even double Galv Blast this, so I'm just going to pay. And we can leave our Vines up for next turn if they try to do anything about this. Man, at this point, we just, like, fireball them to death. Play Arbor Elf. Basically for efficiency's sake. Pass the turn. We are at 16. They can just ATOG us to death here, which is a little sad. They're going to sack Relic, keep digging. And what do they find? Another drum, yep. Oh yeah, if it's unblocked, we got them. But I feel like they're going to block it this turn. Oh yeah, big 03. Big old 03 nugget over here. Opponent passes. Tangle Golem. That's like the most expensive Tangle Golem I've ever seen. All right, go to combat. We're going to try to do some fancy juke in here. So we're going to attack with Dreadmaw and with Arbor Elf. I know that sounds weird, but that's what we're going to do. Got him. Jukin'. Oh man, we juked so hard and got so far. Opponent, we have a jillion mana. At this point, I don't really know what they can do. That's 8. Boom. Nice ATOG opponent. We're going to keep. If this gets dazed or anything, then that's pretty much just GG, but we're keeping it. Oh, God. Please, no. Don't do this to me. Don't daze this Utopia Sprawl. Please. 2 cards on bottom. Oh my god, opponent, please don't. I'm rallying here. We're rallying for the 2-3. Just don't daze my Utopia Sprawl, please. Do it for every kind person that ever walked the earth. Yeah, with Mona the Unhallowed? I think that would be sweet too. Oh, okay, we drew a forest. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Let's play the not full art one so they don't think we know what we're doing. Oh, it resolved. Snap resolved. Got there. We can play around days for the rest of the game, gang. Turn 3 Blastoderm. Here we come. They're Scredding. Okay, so we won't be seeing any... We won't be seeing any dazes, probably. Which is kind of nice. But they can kill Dreadmaws and stuff. Pretty bad against Blastoderms. I think Scred Delver probably isn't that great against our deck. Phantom Tiger. Okay, well, I think it's more important to keep developing our mana. So we'll do that. And pass. So 5 mana for next turn. Depending on what happens here. Have a look, Helutech. You want a closer look at this bad boy? That art is pretty sweet, though. Shouts out to Brian Snotty. This is going to be one of those matchups where we just have to not... Well, we don't have anything to do about it. So obviously we have to not care about Ninja of the Deep Hours coming down, but... No blue mana, so they'll have to go blue and then ponder here. Cycles Ash Barrens, okay. What do you mean? It's it's unstoppably good. We finally found our Scattershot matchup. All right, there's Delver. Yes. But opponent's tapped out. So if we draw a land, do we get to Dreadmaw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? We do. We do. We get to put a Rancor on a Dreadmaw if we draw a land here. Which is, I don't know if you've ever lived a better life, honestly. Does this Delver not have Summoning Sickness? What's going on here? They just cast this Delver, right? What? Wait. Cool. Okay, our turn. Ash Barrens confirmed way too strong. That was weird. This did just come down, right? Yeah, come on, land. Oh, Wild Growth. Dang it. Well, it will get us there next turn. So let's just Blastoderm. Wild Growth up this guy. Counter on this. Blasty boy. Pass the turn. Yeah, Blastoderm is still fine. Yeah. Ash Barons confirm maximize velocity. When they know they didn't stack with Brainstorm. No, they shuffled, I guess. So of course they didn't. Probably 5 damage plus Augur on board. Yeah. Okay. Animated manlands don't show power and toughness. It's like the Dryad Arbor disaster, but on Moto. They've come full circle now. Opponent not leaving up counter magic here just makes me feel some pretty amazing things. I'll be honest. Maybe they have foil. You wouldn't run foil in this deck, would you? I don't think. Blue-Red Delver is not getting very much love lately. This is a good deck too, guys. Play Scred Delver. I don't know. I like it, though. I feel like saving a Lord from even one removal spell is sometimes all Slivers needs. All right, opponent. Just let the fading counter, let him fade away. Let Blastoderm fade away. I know that you're all preaching about how much better it is to burn out than to fade away, but today, pal, let old Blasty Boy fade away just for us. Getting in. Blasting. Opponent chumps. I like that. It's less bodies to ninja off of. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The dreaded boy. Pass the turn. It's sad that we resolved so few Colossal Dreadmaws, because resolving a Colossal Dreadmaw in a league is just something that I think everyone should experience. What's up, Lawmare? It's been a little while. How you been? Long time, man. We were hanging out a lot this time last year. How you doing? Well, we found him. The big green boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Colossal Dreadmaw deserves the best pets. Several pets, please. For the dreaded Colossal Dreadmaw. Opponent digging for an answer. 2 cards on top, though, so I guess they're not digging that hard for an answer. Colossal Dreadmaw is best, doggo. I wish we could protect it somehow. Like, Vines off the top would be just like money here. And what's opponent going to do? Going to force the issue? Kill some Wall of Roots? I'm blocking all your stuff, opponent. All day. You're never going to resolve a ninja. Colossal Dread Mother. What? Our opponent does not want to play against Colossal Dreadmaw. And scoop the league. Hello out there in YouTube land. Thank you so much for sticking around for the entire league with Dreadmaw Stompy. As you can see, it's the most powerful 6-drop in the format. Just straight up wins you games upon resolution. But in reality, the deck drew kind of awkwardly. When we did get our huge creatures on board, it was really hard for some decks to deal with. We could kind of stomp over Affinity like we wanted to. The black-white decks were insanely hard to beat with all of their removal. So it kind of showed this deck's strengths and weaknesses kind of one after the other. But anyway, we came out with a 2-3. You can't be too unhappy with that. And I know X-File is still working on the deck. Their article is in the description down below. Check that out. There's a few changes they've made, and they talk about why cards are included if you're wondering. So as always, thank you very much for watching the entire league out there on YouTube and here on Twitch. I really appreciate it, guys. Have a great night. All right, well, this is about as good as it gets. So bonus match against He Who Is in the Water. Let's do it. Sprawl, 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 sprawl. I guess we play Sprawl first. Why not? They might have Echoing Truth, so we want to go Sprawl into Wild Growth here. Oh, cool. Oh man, Carnophage. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right, so nope, that's not how you ramp. So well, no, I guess Wall of Roots can block. So let's play Wall of Roots. And Wild Growth, our Forest. Oh man, here it comes. Mono black beatdown. Thank you, Lovemert. I appreciate that, man. I'm also glad you're doing well. Some land destruction. Wait a minute. That's not how you ramp. Oh, I feel like they'll be quite happy about us foring ourselves with a Pteranodon. Oy. Oh, God. Okay, that was fast. Okay. So we'll take off a counter. Utopia Sprawl up the land. On green. And brain ourselves for a Pteranodon. Hold on. Hold on. We already used the counter, right? Yeah. So we have to do it this way. Oh, zombie beats by Dre. Magic the pummeling. So I'm a little less afraid of blocking this time because if they're going to point a removal spell at something, it's going to be at Pteranodon. And Phantom Tiger can actually trade with 2 creatures. So pretty okay with that. And this blocking Thornbow Archer isn't the end of the universe either. And in reality, maybe I should just block Thornbow Archer with this. But yeah, they're not attacking with it. So they're signaling to me that they have Echoing Decay or Disfigure in hand. We're going to let them go for it. Oh, they have Mutagenic Growth. Okay. You got it. Because we need our ramp on board to keep playing. There's Night Market to look at. Okay. So now we can go Wall of Roots. Wall of Roots. Put counters on these. And Phantom Tiger. Pass the turn. 2 cards in their hand. Finally, Wall of Roots finds its matchup. Yep. Opponent going to go to attacks. Attack, attack, attack. Yep, yep. So these creatures are a little bit of a nuisance. But we're still... I think we're going to get them off the board first. So go like this. Because they can attack into our Wall of Roots without doing anything to us. I really should have been blocking there. Wow. Punt me. Tyrant's Choice. Okay. So we're just going to take 4 off of Tyrant's Choice. Gabby, read the friggin' card. Yep. So we'll vote for death, but it's not going to happen. We're going to go to 5. Our opponent passes. All right, we'll play a land. Not a whole lot of ways out of this, gang. Go to combat. And probably pass the turn. I guess we can use Vines to kill this, but we really want to use Vines to defend ourselves later on. Carnifage will deal 1 to them. They could just like Tyrant's Choice us to death at this point, though. Not blocking 3 damage there is probably not ideal. So if they got us by 3, totally my bad. Yep. Here come the attacks. Yep, yep. We'll go to 4. Go through blocks. Block like this. Block like this. I'm tempted to Vines here to clear their board. I think I might. I think I'm going to. All right, so we'll Vines like this. Wipe the board. Be left with a bunch of Wall of Roots. And die to Tyrant's Choice. Oh, Sovereign's Bite. We're at 1. Rank her up a Wall of Roots. Pass the turn. Sovereign's Bite, and they got us. Let's see what was on top. See if we even had a chance if we didn't take that 3 damage. Maybe. All right. So, mono black fast stuff. I think this is what we want. We want all these life gain creatures. So let's get rid of Phantom Tiger. Although it does trade with 2 creatures. Let's take out some Pteranodons. And let's bring in all these guys. The brown scales might not all be correct, but I don't mind having them. So we'll do it like this. That Pauper Lightning Helix, it's getting us. It's getting us good. Double bitten. I'm going to have so many hickeys. So many hickeys. Feels great. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just need a big blocker. I get it. So I feel like this is going to get even better for them after sideboard. They probably have those shadow creatures, Dothy Slayers. And I don't know if they main deck them or not. So maybe we'll have to ask later. This is a little anemic, but we have Nylea's Disciples. And I think they're pretty good here, so we're going to keep it. We just have to eventually get up to enough mana to cast them. Ooh, Deep Mulligans. Deep Mulligans. All right, let's Wild Growth to start. And pass. It'd be doubly nice to get a couple of green creatures on board before we Disciple, but gotta do what you gotta do. Pretty good 1 mana 2/2 there, but we'll go ahead and brown scale, which goes pretty well with a Disciple and also wears a Rancor just fine. Yep. You know, combat. We want to hit our land drop, so we won't dredge this turn. This might be a mutagenic growth. So we will block. Mutagenic growth, yep. I think we could probably actually afford to dredge this once. Yep. Yep. I think we are going to dredge it once. We wouldn't have hit a land anyway. We would have hit some mana, but we wouldn't have hit a land. We'll play out brown scale, pass turn. See if they have the answer. Yeah, I'm used to seeing Dothy Slayer in lists like this. Ooh, and they're flooding out. So pretty deep mulligans, and they're also flooding out. They're going to deal some damage with the dorks here. Dorks, dorks, dorks. Storks, storks, storks. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. So block like this. Take some damage. Brown scale is nasty here. Oh, there's vines? All right, so still not generating any mana, which is a little unfortunate, but we will rancor this up and pass the turn. We're doing more blocking than anything here. 2015, I know, right? Exploding onto the battlefield. If they can just deal enough damage to us, it's like maybe kind of inconsequential because they can just drain us out with their black burn. Luckily, we have Nylea's Disciples. We just have to hit a land to get to them. Turn comes back. There we go. Okay, so play a land. And I think we attack. Yeah. So go to combat, swing. No blocks, they take 4. Disciple, gain a bunch of life. And pass. The vine should help here, and once we resolve the next Disciple, we're in great shape. We just are. So for that reason, I think we just take the damage here. Playing around mutagenic growth. Get a good attack in next turn and gain a bunch of life. I think it's worth it, because we just gain 4 off the Nylea's Disciple. 1 card in our opponent's hand. So we'll go pre-combat with it. Enchant the land, play the Disciple, gain some life, go to combat, swing. So now if one of them does die, it does set us back a little bit, but not tragically far. They go to 12. Current of Age trains them to 11. I kind of like this Devotion build a little bit better. 3 mana. Oh, Gurmfather? Holy F. That's intense. They're just going to pass. Okay, so before we spend any mana, well, no, we can. Utopia Sprawl doesn't really matter, so we'll sprawl on black or on green. Go to combat, swing. See how they block. Okay. We can put them to 3 here. They'll lose their creatures, but they get to keep Gurmag Angler. I think we just let it go. Deal 4, play Tangle Golem, and then move on. We don't get to play our 5/4, right? Maybe that is correct, though. Actually, I'm gonna go against you. Maybe I shouldn't, but I am. So I'm gonna go against the grain here. Play Tangle Golem, pass the turn. I think this gives us a better chance to deal more damage. So they're hellbent. They got some weenies. Gurmag's going to be on blocking duty next turn. We draw Blastoderm. Good draw. Attacks. So Vines just straight wins us the game in a couple ways here. We'll see if we can orchestrate that. So we're going to block like that. Block like that. Okay. All right, let's kick Vines, kill Angler, trample through, and cast a Blastoderm. Bunch of lethal threats on board. One card in our opponent's hand. Is it enough? That was a pretty decent showing. We got him. Okay, cool. That was probably about as good as our deck can draw in that matchup. So we'll go with one more. That's a big black puppy right there. That's a black lab. I used to have a black lab when I was a kid. You know, I love dogs. Dogs are a huge commitment, but I love them. They're wicked. So are cats. I love animals. I love hanging out with animals, but I like it when other people are responsible for their needs. And when I show up, they just love me. It's kind of why I like being the uncle too. I'm just like that favorite guy that shows up every once in a while. Oh, baby. Snap it off. Oh, yeah. They're great. So this is pretty much the nut. The nut into Tangle Golems might not qualify as the nut, but hopefully tonight it does. We just gotta keep drawing big stompy creatures. If Arbor Elf dies here, that could be trouble. We're down to 18. More 2/2s. All right. So I actually think we're going to play Blastoderm. So we'll play a land. Wild Growth. This. Tap, untap. Tap, because they can't attack into a 5/5 here. Mutagenic Growth doesn't save them. So next turn we can deploy a Tangle Golem and an Arbor Elf. And then the following turn, just another Tangle Golem, another Arbor Elf, put Rancor on one of them. Hopefully that's enough. Carnophages, dealing damage. Yep. Opponent begins combat, makes a swing. We block. More 1-drops. More 1-drops. The drain 1-drops are kind of crazy because they're guaranteed to get in for 1 almost. 18-16, Jeff is in the lead. Oh, man. Oh, we're so close to Dreadmaw mana. How much does this cost? This costs 5? Oh, that almost doesn't seem worth it. But I think we're going to cast it. So we'll get our 5 mana. Part of me kind of just wants to play Arbor Elf so that we can Dreadmaw next turn. Oh well, I think we have to play a blocker right now. No, I think we got to play blockers, because if our blockers even just trade for their creatures, then they've done their job. If Dreadmaw comes down last, we're in pretty good shape. But they are putting on a pretty insane clock in the meantime. And we can safely block these against Mutagenic Growth, and these are going to keep dealing damage to our opponent. And we draw land, then we should be able to amass a significant enough board to pull too far ahead for them to come back. They do still have 3 cards in hand, so that's kind of scary. Snap off blocks like this. They might double Muta. Double Muta puts them pretty low, though. All right. Okay, they get in for 6. We go to 7. That's a pretty precarious life total. Blocker for them. 1 card in hand. Blastoderm fades. Utopia Sprawl. All right, well, that's Dreadmaw mana. So let's make a Dreadmaw. Green, and hope the burn doesn't get us. Play Dreadmaw. Pass the turn. Big green, here it comes. About as big as green can be. We have great blockers. We can rank her up Dreadmaw to start attacking next turn while committing Tangle Golem. So I think we should be able to start sealing it up, hopefully, because Blastoderm is going to go away. They do still have a pretty intimidating board. And attacking without dealing lethal here might give us the opportunity to win. Here they come. Just one attack. Okay, we'll block like this. I think that's the safest block. Two cards in hand. Gurmfather. Okay. You got it. Blastoderm going away. So we'll play a forest. They don't have any tramplers, so I'm not super worried about damage. We're going to play another blocker. So we will have effectively 3 blockers, because this and this can cast this on its own. We're going to force some chump blocks anyway. Giving this trample is pretty big game. But is it worth it? A 6 mana casts our whole hand. And then we'd have 2 blockers. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to tap this. We just need 1 mana, so Arbor Elf is going to have to untap this. Yeah, I'm going to. We will rank her up. Tangle Golem. Arbor Elf. Tangle Golem. Combat. Swing, swing. And I mean, they could find a way to fight through this, but they have to chump so that this isn't lethal. I probably should have swung in with Blastoderm as well. So I'm going to take 9. Yep. We get back Ranker. They might have a way to just burn us out, though. Yeah, I probably should have attacked with Blastoderm. You are correct. But I want enough blockers that we're not in terrible shape here. 2 mana. Sovereign's Bite down to 4. They're going to swing. We go to 3. All right, well, we got to block. So block, block. They can't get trampled or anything. Do we get them? Oh, man. Stompy boys coming through. All right. Sweet. Thank you so much for the games. He was in the water. I really appreciate that, man. So with the viewer match on the back end, we ended up with 50-50. For now, I'm going to go for the night. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It was a fun league. I'm going to go chill out. And actually, this is going to be my last stream until after the holidays. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. I appreciate the subs. I appreciate the follows. I appreciate the bits. I'm going to be taking next week off. Make sure you come into the Discord. That's a good place to get a hold of me. You can at me there. Over the whole holidays, I'll be able to talk to you. So if you really need to get a hold of me, the Discord's the best way to do that. There's a tech for this deck right here. Here's some articles right here. Thank you again to He Was in the Water for the matches. I really appreciate that, man. Hey, no problem. My pleasure, guys. I'm a streamer. That's what I do. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go find a great Pauper streamer to chuck us on over to now that we're finishing up for the night. Hopefully somebody's playing Pauper. Are any of you Pauper streamers in the chat feeling ambitious and want to jump on right now? Because I would be happy to come join you and continue watching Pauper. I think that would be great. So if you got any Pauper players willing to jump up, let me know. Yeah, absolutely, Proteus, go for it. Let's go over and hang out with Proteus for a bit. Go ahead and go live, and I'll chuck it over. Ready whenever you are. Why don't we open one chest? I'm feeling frisky, guys. Let's open one chest. Oh, yeah. Whoa, thank you, Pharma Sweeves. I appreciate that. Whoa, thank you for gifting subs, man. That's awesome. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. I need to stall for 5 more? Okay. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Pharmasweeves. I appreciate that. All right, guys, we're gonna open up a chest really quick, especially because Pharmasweeves gave us a little bit of luck. So we're gonna crack. It's the holidays. Why not just crack a chest or two and see what we get? What do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna finally hit big with the Pharmasweeves? With the Pharmasweeves luck coming through? Yeah, here comes, guys. Big ones, big opens, big opens. Let's do it. Nether Trader. What the frig does that do? Oh, this is bad. Mox Opal. Come on. So we got Nether Trader. It's got Shadow. This is an interesting card. Whenever another creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay black. If you do, return Nether Trader from your graveyard to the battlefield. We've never opened good on stream. This is kind of cool. Is this like it could be like a combo enabler. And yeah, it's a Pauper playable. This would be playable in Pauper. I can't see it being playable in a lot of other stuff. All right, let's open another one, guys. Let's open another one. It's the holidays. Why not? Crack away. What do we got? 20 play points, a dwindle, and a tormenting voice. Oh my good heavens. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I can't keep opening chests. It's crushing my will to live. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ship it on over to Mr. Metronome for a few moments. Actually, we'll throw it on over to Proteus's stream. You guys just hang out there for a little bit, and I'll chill with you here in the meantime. Let's go raid the chat while we make Proteus uncomfortable being there. Yeah, dwindle, exactly. It's totally Pauper playable. Thank you again, guys. I appreciate it. Have an awesome holiday. You're all the best. And yeah, I can't say much more than that. It's been an amazing year. Everybody rest up. The holidays are exhausting on everyone. I'll see you soon.